Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with yours truly, Angry K9, and I am back. After a very long time off, I have returned to the world of YouTube, and I have returned to my single-player Let's Play K9s world, and I have decided that I am going to start a brand new world instead of playing in the old world. And there are many reasons for that, but before I get into that, we're going to start right here now. I've already prepped this world and everything, picked out a seed that I like, and I've added a few things to the game for this season, if you want to call it the season. And I've also made a couple of changes over the last season that I'm not going to do this season. First of all, the natural regeneration, I had that turned off last season. I've decided to turn that back on because I kind of got tired of toting around so many potions and everything, not really being able to go out and to explore. Because, you know, you take damage and it doesn't regenerate. If you run out of potions far from home, you're in trouble. So I've turned that back on, and I have also gotten rid of the death counter that I had on the side because, honestly, I really don't think anybody cares about how many times I die in the game, and so that's off. As far as additions go, I've added a couple of things. First of all, I've added some customized advancements that were made by the Mossynet gaming team, and you can get those yourself and add them to your worlds, and I will put a link in the description below to download those. And I've also added some loot tables, customized loot tables for mob heads, so that I could get mob heads when I kill mobs. Sometimes they'll drop their heads. That is being used, I believe, on the Hermitcraft server right now as well. That is where I got the idea. You can download those from Assumevoid's website, and I will also have a link to that download in the description below as well. So that is it for the additions in this game. I also did turn off the max entity cramming. At least I think I did. I used NBT edit to it. I'm not really sure if that needs to be set to 0 or set to false to disable entity cramming, but I set it to false. Hopefully it will be off, so that I can make some farms and don't have to worry about that. And that's pretty much it as far as the additions go. Now, the reason why I decided to start a new world, there's actually quite a few reasons. The biggest one being that I really wasn't happy with the terrain and the spawn area and the area that I'd built in and everything in the last world there. It was just, I mean, I was like right on the edge of a plains biome, and there was extreme hills all around. I just didn't like the area, and I really didn't feel like I couldn't really find an area. I did kind of go looking around for a better area. I thought maybe, you know, I'll find something different and a better area, a place that I like better, and I just, you know, pick up there. But I really couldn't find any place. And I'm not really sure if there was a difference between terrain generation between 110 when I started that world and 112 when I started the new world. But you know, I picked out the seed for the new world, and I've the terrain that I just like the terrain better. I don't know. There may not be a difference. It might just be my imagination, but it seems different to me. So that was one reason. And of course, there was another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of the ravines. When I started playing Minecraft in like version 1.0, I think it was, or maybe it was 1.1, I don't know, sometime at the end of 2011, the beginning of 2012, ravines seemed like they were pretty rare, and finding one was kind of a big deal. But now it seems like they're so common that you can't dig more than 10 blocks underground without running into one. I mean, just, you know, start a single-player world or something like that. Just go into Game Mode 3 and just go underground and look around at all the ravines. So I customized this terrain a little bit so that I don't have any ravines underground at all. So there shouldn't be any ravines at all. So I shouldn't have that problem. I can build underground and not have to worry about a big ravine being in the way. And another change I made was I turned off all the lava pools. There should not be any lava pools on the surface here. If I need lava, I should either have to go into the nether or go deep underground. That's the way I think it should be. So I've turned off all the surface lava pools. And the only lava that should be on the surface is the occasional lava source block coming out of a mountain or something like that. But there should not be any surface lava pools. I thought about turning off the surface water pools as well, like these over here, but I decided not to because, well, I mean, first of all, I thought maybe if I did, there wouldn't be any like shallow lakes or ponds or anything at all, that it might have a serious adverse effect on the terrain. At least with lava pools, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but I went ahead and left the water pools on. Didn't really see any need to turn those off, and I think that's pretty much it as far as the customization to the terrain that I've done. And the other reason is, well, there really aren't any other reasons, I guess. That was mostly it. Of course, with the mob heads that I've added to the game, that also does add mob heads to dungeon chests and village chests. You know, if you find a blacksmith or something in a village, and you know, desert temples, things like that, it'll add. You get a chance that there are mob heads in these chests and the dungeons and the nether and everything like that in the nether fortresses, and but it does not add it retroactively, meaning it does not change already generated villages or fortresses or whatever like that. If it's already been generated, there won't be any there. It only works on newly spawned ones. So I wanted to go ahead and just refresh everything so that, you know, there would be a chance that there would be mob heads in these loot chests. So yeah, so that's really kind of why I did that. And as far as why I haven't really been making videos over the last year, really I just kind of lost my motivation. And the ideas just weren't really coming to me, and I just didn't feel like doing it anymore. The numbers weren't there. The numbers that I was hoping to see just weren't there, and just demotivated. The view count was pretty low on most of my videos, and I'm going back into this expecting it to stay pretty low. But also there were other things, I mean personal reasons that I really don't want to go into, and you know, so I'm hoping this time around I can do better and make better content and get the numbers up there where I'd like to see them, and hopefully, you know, I'll just be better all around. So anyway, that pretty much covers that. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. In this new world here, obviously I've been just collecting wood while we've been talking, and a few supplies here and there, and I think I might like to find myself a nice little area here to build. I'm going to head over this way and see if I can't find a nice spot, and I'm going to go ahead and continue gathering more stuff, wood and whatever else, maybe some food. I need some wool so I can make a bed, because when it gets dark I don't want to have to deal with mobs, so I can make a bed and sleep through the night. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for a while, and then I'll come back, and hopefully by that time I will have a place where I'm going to build, and I have an idea of what I want to do for a temporary shelter, a temporary structure until I get my permanent base built. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. And I thought about time-lapsing it, and I tried to practice the time-lapse here in my single-player world, and for some reason it doesn't work. I know I've done it before. Don't know why. This time I was running into all kinds of frame rate problems, so it just didn't work. I do have my own personal server. I might put this world on my server if I want to do time lapses. That way it'll work out. But I don't seem to be able to do it here on the computer. But that's okay. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to gather some materials, and I will be back. Right, so I've spent quite a bit of time running around collecting all kinds of materials. And I looked around here a little bit and found out right over there, just on the other side of this little bit of forest, is a roof forest. So I got myself some dark oak. And I went over to this side over here in the distance, and there were some extreme hills over there. So I got some spruce wood because I needed a little bit of spruce for this build. So this is not going to be anything special or anything really fancy. It's just going to be a little tower here, something to keep me safe from all the nasties running around. And the very first thing I'm going to do, of course, is put in the floor. So you can see it's not going to be very big here. This is the full perimeter of it. And just 2 levels, something that I can stay in and protect myself from things at night. And I really wanted to time-lapse this, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that. For some strange reason, I am not able to do time lapses. Now, I'll be honest with you, the computer I'm using right now is a different PC than the one I used the last time I made a video over a year ago. Let's see, that was 3. I got to go 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haha. So anyway, a different PC. The other one I had, it had a problem with locking up. and doing some other things. Turned out to be a bad CPU. I replaced the CPU, and I had this one. I built it myself. Probably sat for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months after I built it. Never used it, and I finally just went ahead and used it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Losing my train of thought there. And I finally just got around to setting it up. And so, yeah, for some reason I can't seem to do time lapses. So as you can see, that's about the height of this thing. And I am going to go ahead and continue working on it. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. And once I get it done, I'll come back and talk a little bit about it. I want to go over here and show you I found all kinds of iron. There was a cave right over there that I found. I went down in there and I got plenty of iron. I've got enough to make a full suit of armor, which is a good thing, and I also have enough to make a full set of tools, a sword, everything else I need, and of course I got more wood, and I got some saplings and quite a bit of coal, and I found a bunch of chickens that were over there, so I brought some over here, set up a little chicken farm, got that going, and got quite a bit of cooked chicken already. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I used to always use the Faithful texture pack. This is something I wanted to talk about earlier that I completely forgot. But I'm actually using the default texture pack now. You notice that I've made quite a few changes to it, some customizations. First of all, the chickens. I added a couple of different colors there. You got kind of a really light brown one, kind of a medium brown, very dark brown, and then there's one right there on the crosshair. You can see it's kind of got a dark brown body with a medium brown head or light brown head. So that was actually inspired by John Smith. So I did that, and I've cleaned up the glass, got rid of the extra lines in it, and also added my colorful creepers. I have creepers of different colors, red, yellow, blue, green, which is default, I think orange, and I think I have purple creepers as well. Makes them a little bit easier to see in the woods there. And you can also see the grass here, slightly different colors. This was inspired by something that B00 did for his own texture pack. And I just kind of like the varied, almost textured feel to the grass here. So I figured out how to do that. Turned out to be very easy. I'm guessing I did the same thing he did, but I really like it like this. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get to building this thing, and once it's done, I'll come back. Yeah, that's what I thought, you stupid zombie. Hey, look, a red creeper. And there was a purple one over there a minute ago. Don't know where he went to. But you can see that I do indeed have some custom creeper colors. And he spotted me. Time to run. Anyway, I've got most of it built. I don't have it completely done yet. I still got to put a roof on it. But as you can see, it's really nothing fancy. Nothing special at all. Just a nice little temporary tower that I'm going to live in here. And I have an idea of what I want to do over here to get my permanent base started, or at least my, okay, maybe not my permanent base. I'm actually just going to start a branch mine over here and set up some kind of mine entrance there. And I have an idea of what I want to do for that as well. But unfortunately, I have run out of spruce planks. Don't know if I have any over here, but I'm a little concerned about the stupid creeper. No, I'm out. I'm going to have to cut down that big tree over there. I got some dark oak, but that's not what I need. And here comes that creeper. I want to get away from my stuff. Trying to kill a creeper with a stone sword is not exactly the most efficient thing in the world. So 3 hits. If I can just do it without blowing up. Yay, got him. Whee! And I actually did get a few advancements that aren't here because I've logged out and logged back in. But I got an advancement from killing a... Let's see if I can show it here. Let's see. Adventure. Yeah, dead don't die. You kill a zombie. And these are the custom advancements now that I mentioned earlier. The dead don't die. And I killed a creeper. Which, let's see. Oh, I killed a skeleton. A spooky skeleton. And a creeper. Whoa, what a creep. And you can actually get the mob heads here to obtain a creeper skull. And these advancements here are not part of the mob heads loot tables that I added. These are actually part. You can get mob heads if you kill mobs with charged creepers. Very difficult to do. I've done it before. Got lucky one time. But you can't actually do that. And I'm going to have to try to do that. It seems the best place to find charged creepers are in plains biomes during thunderstorms. So yeah, I'll have to look into that. And of course you can see there are just all kinds of different advancements here that you can get. More wood, more slabs, and all of this stuff here. So that's all part of the special additional what am I trying to say here? Yeah, that. Oh look, acquire hardware. We got another one. I'm going to go ahead and actually make a suit of armor right now, and I should get an advancement just for making the full armor as well. And just some boots here. And there we go. We've got two. Suit Up and Iron Man. And those are, let's see what we got. Acquire hardware, obviously. Suit Up. Protect yourself with a piece of iron armor, with a piece of iron armor, and wear a full suit of iron armor. Now, I haven't actually worn it yet, obviously, but we still get the advancements. So we're going to go through that on there. And now I feel nice and protected. And I'm going to make myself an iron sword while I'm thinking about it. And I keep hearing those chickens walking around over there, and it makes me think there's something coming to get me. Okay, I'll just throw that in there right now. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut down this big old spruce tree over here and get the rest of the wood that I need and finish this thing off. Okay, that is this thing done, completed, and it is nothing fancy, like I said. Definitely nothing epic, just something temporary that I could build here and hide out in. And it's already getting dark, and I'm just getting ready to move my stuff in. So I think on this lower level here, I'm going to have my furnaces right there. I already have a workbench. I'll put that up on the next level. With my bed, I'm going to toss that right there. And I'll throw the workbench over there. And I'm going to bring that chest out right now. I need to sleep to get daylight. And then I just need to move that chest over here. And we'll go from there. And so yeah, a couple of levels here. One with the bed, one with some stuff. And then I have this watchtower lookout area up here where I can watch the sunrise, and I can look out, make sure nothing nasty is coming to get me. And yeah, so that is going to do it for this episode. Really short. I just wanted to get started in this new world and just get a temporary shelter built up. I am going to start working on setting up a branch mine and also do a little bit of exploring around here. Like I said, there is a plains biome with the root forest over there. So I want to run around and kind of look at the terrain here. And I really like that hill right there. I don't know why, but I think I need to build something on that hill. And to be honest with you, I think this tower being temporary, I think when I take it down, I just might rebuild it over there on that hill. I think it'd be kind of cool to have that tower right there on the hill. I think it'll fit right there. Just look really neat from here. Just have that hill with a tower on it. So yeah, anyway, hopefully I can find a zombie dungeon or a skeleton dungeon, preferably a skeleton dungeon, and maybe I can build a skeleton farm or something like that. But I'm going to get started on my mine entrance over there. I have an idea of what I want to do for my branch mine, just instead of just digging an endless staircase. And I actually want to do something a little bit different this time. So I've got some ideas with that too as well. So yeah, hopefully you'll be there for me, with me, and check that out in the future. So anyway, that is going to do it. Like I said, again, you can find links to the more mob heads, loot tables, and to the customized advancements down in the description below. Just go over there, download them. And I believe they have instructions on how to install them as well. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thanks for watching. Sure do appreciate it. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel if you are not a subscriber. My name is Angry K9, and I will see you next time.